What up? Wednesday morning, my friends. We have one of our old favorites, Jackie Myers, here, and one of our new favorites. By the time this is over, I dare you to tell me that you don't wish you used to be in Corey Chitwood's middle school chorus, because I promise you the answer is yes, you do.
Awesome, awesome.
We've got a pretty cool group here, and we're going to talk all about this training services portal that I hope most of you know about, but I'm afraid that some of you don't know about it. So be prepared to have your mind blown a little bit. As always, remember to put who you are, where you're from in the comments, and have the questions coming. Jackie and Corey want the hard ones, so bring them on. With that, Corey and Jackie, take it away.
Awesome. Well, we're here today. I've been meeting with a lot of my, as you said, I was a middle school choir teacher for 21 years. And I've been meeting with a lot of my friends who have kind of been thrown into virtual learning and haven't really received any training from their school or from their school district. They've just been like given Canvas and say, here, go learn it. And that's terrifying to me. So I have been, giving some of my time to my friends. But the biggest issue is all of this training is already available for everybody, and it's free. I think everyone knows about, yes.
What?
Yes, free training. No, I think everyone probably knows about Growing with Canvas. Most people know about Growing with Canvas. But we have some free video-based training that has checkpoints for you to make sure that you have understanding. It's all been created by the training team. Actually, Jackie should be the one talking about this instead of me, because Jackie is our on-demand our director of on-demand, if you will. She leads the charge for our on-demand team, and so there's a whole catalog of incredible resources that are free training, similar to as if you had a human there with you. Jackie, do you want to say anything about it?
No, I think that was a really great intro.
Oh, good. Well, so let's maybe look at how to access the training portal, yeah?
Yeah, can you tell me how I can get to this training portal that you're talking about, Corey?
I sure can. Let me share my screen and I will show it to you. All right, so over here, this bar down your left-hand side, this is called the Global Navigation menu. It's called the Global Navigation menu because it's pretty much there throughout all of Canvas. No matter what you're doing, that menu is going to be there. And never underestimate the power of this help menu. Anything that you need to know about Canvas is in this help menu, and most of it's going to be free. Now, everyone's help menu might not be in the same order. However, hopefully, everyone's help menu has this link right here that says Training Services Portal. This is where you can access all kinds of, again, free training. Listen, we're not cheap in person, so we've got some free stuff here for you. So when you access the training services portal from your help menu, it's going to take you right there to our new platform, and it'll take you here to this little tutorial to kind of help you learn how to guide through our training services portal. You can start the tutorial, or I just kind of get through that as quickly as I can. Or can I just continue there? It's going to take me through it. All right, and then here is our training services portal. I'm going to authorize it. You will have to authorize it. And there we are, Canvas Training Services. So remember, your help menu might be in some sort of order. If you don't, by chance, see Training Services Portal in your help menu, then make sure to reach out to someone either at your institution, or if there are any other type of help menu options that will get that for you. But it should be there. It should be there. So Jackie, since you are the training portal queen, can you tell us what we can find there in the training services portal?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of different resources. At the top, you're going to find our Preparing to Launch course. When everyone was really having to quick start with Canvas, we wanted to provide a way for you to learn about Canvas in a way that would, take less than an hour. What are the main pieces of Canvas that you would need to know in order to be successful getting started? So this is a free resource. It's called Preparing to Launch, and it's available in every training services portal. So regardless of if you have subscription training or not, this is part of our free offerings. And it's going to be gift based. So there aren't any videos in there. It's just going to, talk about the step-by-step directions that you would take. And then it's going to have that animation that will help you to learn how to do different things in Canvas. We also have our pathways. So we have 4 different pathways, and they are specialized for K-12 and also higher ed audiences, or or also those of you that are corporate clients. And so we have our first day ready and are setting up an instance. So if you are a teacher, that first day ready is going to be really great for you. If you are an admin, we also have our setting up an instance. And within the pathways, they're made up of several different courses. So each pathway, you earn a certificate for completing. And along the way, you have these different courses that you are completing, and you will receive badges for them so that you can showcase all of your learning, maybe on Twitter or your LinkedIn or anywhere that you would want to share it, maybe back to your institution.
I
But
share
you will
all
be
of my
provided with them.
badges. I'm obsessed. I have all of my badges on my LinkedIn profile. I might even have some on my Facebook. I don't know about that, but I'm obsessed with getting badges.
Me too. I love that micro credentialing and just showcasing the things that I have become an expert at. So they're really wonderful. We also have beneath that our courses. So depending on if you are a subscription client or if you are if you're just looking at our free resources, right now we're just looking at those everything that's free. We have a new course that was added. It's called Creating New Quizzes, which I did a whole Canvas Live about when we launched those. We also have the breakdown of each of our courses that make up our pathways that are going to be involved in those course offerings. And below that, you'll find videos. So if you're not really looking for the depths of everything, but you just want to watch a video tutorial, you're going to find them here listed as videos. And you might ask, why would I need to go here instead of looking in our community? Our community does a really wonderful job of showcasing all of our tools. And the difference between a training offering and something in the community is we're going to tell you the pedagogy behind it. What could it look like for you in a K-12 setting? What things would you need to know when you're setting up your higher ed instance? So it's really going to get into those best practices, talking about trainer tips, and things that will help you as you launch and get started.
I was just looking, some of my favorite things about the courses in particular, because I'm a little bit ADD. It's hard for me to stay focused. I had to learn how to become an online learner myself because sometimes it's really hard for me to stay focused on these things. But some things that I love about the courses in particular is if I don't have time to take a full entire course, I can skip between the different sections of the course up here on the timeline. And also the videos. Let me see. Let me go over to a video. Yeah, the videos have a table of contents. So again, 7.5 minutes, that's a pretty short amount of time. But if I just have already looked at this video and I'm like, man, I don't remember how to message students who from the grade book, I can just go straight to the 5 o'clock time and just catch that part of the video. So I think that is major. Also, that they all have closed captioning. I don't know about you, but I watch all of my Netflix and my Hulu and my HBO Max and Disney, everything with captions so that I can kind of multitask but not miss the parts that I want to make sure that I don't miss. So the fact that every video, I think most people do watch TV with captions nowadays, don't they? So all of these videos have captions too. So, I mean, of course, that's great for accessibility, but also for those of us who kind of like to multitask and do different types of things, and it's hard for us to maybe stay focused, or sometimes like Jackie's voice is really lovely in the videos, and it's really easy to just get lost in the sound of her voice. It's really soothing and exciting. So having the captions is a really it's an extra bonus for me as well. So I just don't get like, oh, look at Jackie or listen to Jackie. There's also, if you need like those slow it down and let's take it step by step, everything has links to the guides. So the guides do have, screenshots with step-by-step instructions. You can always pause a video as well, but you can open that up and come back and revisit easily. So and the biggest thing is, you'll see here coming up, there are these checkpoints, and that's, again, you can go through an entire course and who's to be sure that you've actually learned anything about it. And you can see here that I even got one wrong, and oh no, that stinks. But you always have the chance to go back and review. Maybe I need to go back and watch that video. Maybe I need to go back and take a look through the Canvas guides because I didn't get that particular checkpoint question. And getting to, again, getting to backtrack is really awesome and convenient for that. So that those are my favorite details about the courses themselves and the videos. Now, Jackie, over here in this version, I'm logged in as a paid customer here, but over here, I'm logged in to all of the free resources. So can we talk a little bit more about paid versus free resources?
Absolutely. So our Preparing to Launch course, our pathways, and all of the courses that make up those pathways for our first day ready and setting up an instance are available for everyone. What we have started doing, though, is creating more asynchronous training that's available if you do have subscription training within your institution. So we have put together some new resources. So if you're seeing ABCs, that means that you have the subscription training. So you can see that our pathway is named A, our courses are named B. That means that you have our paid subscription resources. And we have put out some new resources recently for new quizzes. We put out a course that's available that's specified for higher ed, and we also have one for K-12 as well. If you aren't a paid subscription client, you're going to see creating new quizzes, which is going to just tell you the basics. Our new quizzes for subscription clients goes deeper into how to use the tool and sharing and item banks and all of the things that make up the tool. We also, for our paid clients, have recently released earlier this summer a teacher app, and we have those for higher ed, K-12. They're also Android and iOS specific, so that you can get some ideas of how you can utilize the teacher app and be super effective and efficient with it, depending on what device you're using. We also have the really great video at the end that explains some best practices and tips and tricks specific to higher ed or K-12. And those courses for Teacher App are gift-based as well, just kind of showing you the major things that you need to know about using the Teacher App. And then also for our subscription clients, we have the training calendar. So up at the top in our navigation, right next to the learning library, there is a link, and it is called the training calendar. If you have subscription training, you're going to find that the training calendar is populated with all of our live trainings. We offer over 30 sessions, 30 different unique trainings here. And this is where you would be able to register and explore all of those offerings that we have.
Holy cow. That's 11 in one day. 11 in one day. That's a lot of options. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. And those are led by our training team as well. And if you stop in, you might hear some more from Corey.
Yeah. When we're
I
not,
love
go ahead.
I love going to your performance, like teaching the performance teaching.
Yeah, so the best, my favorite part of my job is when I get the chance to work with fine arts teachers, because a lot of performance-based teachers in general, and so not just fine and performing arts, but performance-based teachers in general are very much, how does virtual learning work for me? How is Canvas going to teach my students how to sing? You know, type of different things. And actually, that's who I was in the beginning. I'm ashamed to admit that I was not on board when my school district adopted Canvas. I was like, I have been teaching for a very long time. I have everything in my classroom working the way that I like for it to work. I don't deal with classroom management issues much anymore. We've got a real good flow going on. I know it works for me. I know it works for my kids. Don't tell me that I have to learn a new way to teach. So I was not into accepting Canvas and the weird thing is, on top of doing choir, I was also the school technology coordinator. So you would have thought that I would have been really gung-ho about it, but I just didn't have time to learn one more thing and to learn one more thing new. But now I'm the guy, you know, traveling the country when travel is available, spreading the gospel of Canvas, because it's great for all learners. You know, just having a one-stop shop for everything is great for all learners. I follow a lot of like social media outlets for like Canvas for elementary and Canvas for special education and all of these special groups who are like, no, Canvas is too big. There's no way that we can do this with our kids. And I'm like, actually, the exact opposite is true. Having one place to get to everything, that sounds perfect for an elementary student. Sounds perfect for a special education student. How much time have you wasted going to the lab to like getting every computer signed in before your students get there? Or if you teach middle school or high school, how long does it take like 20 teenagers to get to the same web page? It takes a whole class period sometimes. So that, to me, I'm like, just having a one-stop shop for everything is great for all learners. And with all the media options in Canvas, for us performance-based teachers, especially if you have Canvas Studio, there are so many great opportunities to have students upload their playing test and their singing test and upload their art, and to give really meaningful feedback with SpeedGrader. And another thing that I talk about a lot is performance-based teachers oftentimes have a really hard time talking about state standards. Because like, if my principal, for example, has never been in a music class, or at least hasn't been since maybe 6th grade, how am I going to show my principal that not only am I teaching the standards, but that my students are achieving learning mastery of these standards that are about singing and reading music and applying to culture and all these different things. So being able to use my state, like every Friday, I had to give a participation-based grade, which took forever because like my last year teaching, I started off the school year with over 230 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an awesome blessing for a choir teacher. So you're right. Everyone did want to be in choir. Hallelujah. That was a great thing for me. But like grading 230 of anything was a nightmare, and leaving feedback for 230 people was a nightmare. So once I got to create those rubrics with my state standards that were all like those performance-based activities that I expect my students to do every day, that fixed the problem of grading, taking too long to grade, leaving meaningful feedback, and tracking learning mastery of my standard. So Canvas is perfect for those of us who are performance-based or have any type of other specialty area. So yeah, thanks for that. We do have a Canvas for performance-based teaching webinar, so check that out when you're checking out the webinar calendar.
So Corey, one thing that I think we ought to call out here is for all of those teachers out there who might be Canvas haters right now. They're like, I can't do it. This is too hard. Look what happened to Corey. We got him.
Right?
We got him.
Listen, I got to do a full 3-hour fine arts training yesterday, and it was just like the best thing in the world. At the beginning of this summer, I got to do a fine arts training, and when I was introducing myself, and telling them my story and telling them about how much I miss making music. I started crying in the beginning of the training, and I couldn't compose myself. I had to like mute myself for a second and get myself together, because music and teaching and technology are my passions. Those are the three things in life that I can't live without. And so getting to work with fine arts teachers and to talk about how they can use Canvas in your classroom, there just really isn't, outside of, my own personal life at home, that's really just the most fulfilling thing that I could possibly be doing. I have the best job in the world. I get to work with teachers. I get to work with technology on a platform that I completely believe in. And I get to work with music teachers and fine arts teachers a lot. And so that's really exciting for me. I'm a really lucky guy.
Yeah, for sure. We're lucky to have you, Corey.
Thanks, Jackie. I'm lucky to have you.
There was a comment that came in too about a math teacher being hooked as well. So that's really cool to see. And we do have the math and science webinar as well. Sorry, I have to do a little plug in for that too.
For sure.
I was a former middle school math and renewable energy teacher. So we do have a lot of different offerings. So if you do have subscription service, you might want to check out that calendar. As far as things that will be coming soon to our calendar or to our training services portal, we pointed out new quizzes. So a version of that is available whether you're free or paid. Also the teacher app. Earlier this year, we updated Opening Canvas, which is one of our courses that makes up our first day ready pathway. And we're going to be pushing out some updates really soon of the Creating a Canvas course. So that is going to include the new rich content editor content. And as we've been going through and doing our updates, we've also been including the new rich content editor and all of that content. So if your institution has already adapted and moved over to the new rich content editor, you're going to love these new offerings that we're updating or adding. As far as what's coming next for the portal after Creating a Canvas course, can you tell us what's coming next, Corey?
Well, I'm sure that most of the world has already been rejoicing about this, because I wasn't even just about a few weeks ago, a big, huge announcement of the new Google LTI with Canvas. And, I didn't even have to watch that announcement to hear the whole entire world cheering around me, especially those former Google Classroom users. I've always thought that the Google integration was pretty awesome, but I'd never used Google Classroom before. So I understand that this new integration is just got people practically skipping down the streets. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so that training is coming. The new Google LTI training will be coming shortly, as well as some updated Office 365 content. So we'll talk, about how the cloud version works and cloud assignments and your OneDrive and all of that kind of great stuff. So whether you're a Google user or an Office 365 user, we have some new great stuff coming your way.
For sure. And I think that great thing about the training services portal is that we have that balance of synchronous training. So if you want to go and participate and you have subscription training services, then you would be able to go and ask questions and do those live trainings. And we also have those asynchronous. So maybe you have like 5 minutes left in your planning time, or you have, 5 minutes before your students are coming to visit with you, and you can, or to work with you, and you can always do those asynchronous trainings whenever it fits in.
Fantastic. Now, we're not limited to solely the training services portal for free resources. As a matter of fact, Jackie and I and a few other colleagues spent a good amount of time about a week or so ago creating a whole new series of Panda videos that are all available on the Canvas YouTube page. They're kind of getting a little bit lost in the shuffle now, but if you go to the YouTube videos list, You'll see we have a new using the gradebook in Canvas. We have a new creating modules in Canvas, creating assignments, using quizzes, and content pages. So we just busted out these 5 new videos. Let me get this link and I will put that in the chat. There we go. So now I can put that in the chat over here, or can I?
Just put that in the private chat, Corey, and I'll add it in.
Awesome, thank you. Got that. So those new videos are really exciting. We had a lot of fun making those. And again, there's one for, modules, I think is oftentimes a concept that a lot of new users take a minute to really grasp onto. But all of these are really great videos they're fun too. Jackie, again, you'll hear Jackie and myself and 2 of our other team members, and taking these are all very easy to consume. They're each about what, 5-6 minutes, if that, some of them. So these are really great new resources that we're really proud of sharing with you all there on the Canvas YouTube channel, and now you have the link to this resource.
And let me do just a little bit of bragging, because Corey and Jackie and their team are just too kind and humble to do it. We may have asked them to do this. I think it was a Thursday. I believe it was a Thursday. So they worked over the weekend to pop these things out, and by early the next week, we had these 5 incredible videos that were really focused on some of the biggest issues that we were seeing in support. People having issues with quizzes or with assignments or whatever else. So share those with your teachers. I promise you, a lot of, we're seeing unprecedented, my new favorite word, amounts of tickets and requests coming into support right now. And if we got everybody these videos, the amount of time you would wait for support would decrease significantly, because those videos will help solve the problems. Go check them out. Go share them.
That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then, Jackie, why don't you tell everybody about some of our community resources? I'll send these links to you as well.
Alrighty, yeah, so we have a whole space in the community where you can learn more about all of the free options we have. So like Corey mentioned at the very beginning, we have some free courses that we offer, Growing with Canvas. A lot of institutions offer that for their teachers. We have a Be the Hero course for admins, and also the Passport to Canvas course, which is really great for your students who are, learning how to use a new learning management system just right along with you. And all of those offerings are also available in the Commons, where you can download them and you can bring them into your institution, or you can take them also on the Canvas network. We also have our, a lot of different offerings that we provide. So First Look and Course Basics are 2 of our former webinars, but if you're just getting started with Canvas and you're looking for some more resources, they will help you with getting started. And on this page, you also have a link to our other offerings that we have. I believe it's at the top, sorry. Yeah. So we offer, like Corey was saying, he got to do this really wonderful performance-based training, and we offer custom trainings. We also do on-sites when we're able to travel and get to work face-to-face. But that, we've got a list here of all of the different training offerings that we have available.
And yeah, links for a better explanation on that, because let me get that link again and I'll give that to you in the chat, but it's right there in the community. There we go. All those different windows. There is a whole entire community page about the training services portal itself. So if you're like, why is it opening up in a new program? How did Corey and Jackie tell me how to get there? what all is in the training services portal. We have a full page in the community dedicated to the training services portal. Even if you are an administrator at your school or in your district, there's even information about the admin side of the training services portal. So let me get that one last link, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen because that's all the tabs that I had open. All right, and now I can finally see the comments. Fantastic.
So quick review for everybody. Corey, you'll learn. Well, we'll see if you agree to come back on the show again. Jackie's just used to me poking fun and asking questions the whole time. So Corey, I want you to give us the 30-second view again. You don't have to share. For any of those teachers that are listening in, how on earth do they find the training services portal?
You just simply click on your help menu and you will see a link right there that says Training Services Portal. There is nothing more complicated than that. It's nothing more difficult. It's just simply click on the help menu in your global navigation menu and you'll see Training Services Portal.
So this is like the easiest treasure map you've ever had to follow.
Yes.
Like you literally click on help in global nav and Training Services Portal, and you've all of a sudden opened a myriad of just incredible resources.
Yes.
that are going to make you a Canvas expert.
I saw someone there in the chat say, show me how to master Canvas for parents. We have an awesome YouTube video called Canvas LMS for Parents. So whoever that person was there in the chat, just go to YouTube, search for Canvas for Parents, and we have a brand new awesome video in there that I've watched 100 times. Actually, I have it bookmarked right here.
I'm going to drop that one in right now because you are correct, Corey. That one is a gold mine. And it's obviously been loved by parents because it's kind of blown up on the old YouTube. Click on that link. You will become a parent user of Canvas expert momentarily.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else? Jackie and Corey, this has been super helpful. Everyone out there, if you take anything from this, we want you to know how easy it is to access the training services portal. Remember, there are tons of resources in there that are completely free, as in $0, 0 cents, free. Unlike incredible pieces of content that prepare to launch that Corey and Jackie talked about earlier, if you're just getting started with Canvas, without question, go check it out and you will be a happier person for doing that. We did a Canvas Live with one of the trainers about that prepare to launch, and it of course also blew up. I think it may be the highest viewed video that we've ever done with these Canvas Lives, because it's just an excellent resource to be able to kick people off to how do I really use Canvas. So go check it out. We're here for you. I'm back again tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. with my friend Sean Nash from out in the Kansas City area. Join us. Jackie, I'm going to give Corey the last word, but I'm going to give you a chance to just wrap things up. Give us the last word for you on the training services portal.
Yeah, keep in mind that you do have to have a subscription to Canvas for you to be able to see the training services portal. So it's not available for our free for teachers, unfortunately. But we want to help you out. And as long as you are enrolled in a course, either as a teacher or that you're an admin, you'll be able to see that training services portal. So we encourage you to check it out, give us some feedback, earn those badges, put them on LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you want to share them, and be proud of all of the learning that you're doing.
Amen.
Corey, wrap it up for me.
I just always say never underestimate the power of the help menu. It's very frustrating to sit there and wait for someone to answer your question when you could just simply click on the help menu and either go to the Canvas guides or go to the Canvas training service portal and find the answers just as easily as waiting for someone to answer your call or your chat or whatever that is.
Couldn't agree more. I am looking right now. Oh, here it is. We had a great question, an excellent question there coming in from somebody about any suggestions in the portal for instructional coaches who have to teach Canvas and are new themselves. I would guess, Jackie and Corey, keep me honest, but that prepare to launch is an incredible place to start. I also just dropped Christy, for you, a link to this Canvas quick start guide that was a live stream that we did that's got 80,000+ views. So take a look at that as well. Thank you so much, Corey and Jackie. Always a pleasure.
Thank you,
Jackie, to have you on. Corey, you have to come back again, whether you want to or not.
Actually, I'm already harassing that. Hopefully I can come back and talk about Canvas for performance-based teaching.
Let's do it. Approved. Done. All right, everyone. Back tomorrow morning at 10:30. Good luck out there. Stay safe. Talk to you soon.
Thanks.